I didn't have a whole list of things to go over today. I saw a video about was it Ben Shapiro and let's just say KK, and Ben Shapiro was clowning her, but I mean I don't think I went over the whole article, and I won't go much into it. Did some like grocery shopping this morning. That was after I did a workout, my regular workout, a full body, pretty much. And yet, I'm gonna be doing a lot of cooking in about the next hour. Gonna be making spaghetti, cornbread, what else? Red beans and rice, and just uh, gonna be bringing it to my great aunt. And it sounds like Red Riding Hood. Instead of bringing it to my grandmother, I'm bringing it to my great aunt, and I think she's 102. She'll be 103 this year in April. So that's wild. She, yeah, I think she was born in 21. And I know that I'm not gonna live that long. I'll be fortunate to live to 80, much less 100, over 100 years old. But yeah, that's a long life. Anyway, from oh yeah, so with the cooking, cornbread. It's only be like the second time I've made it from scratch, and it's not. I don't know why you wouldn't make it from scratch anyway. This is not. It's not hard at all. It's just a few ingredients. Boom, oven for what 30, 40 minutes, and it's done. And I think this will be the first time I made red beans and rice, at least from scratch. That's just how I do it. I just cook from scratch. That is a hobby. I've been cooking all my life, but early on you take some shortcuts because a lot of times it's because you think that's the way to do it, but it's not. As you progress in your skill, then you just get better at the skill, and you actually don't take the shortcuts because the shortcuts is longer. It just seems like, and they're just not as good. So yeah. All right. So one of the creators I watch is his channel is called Beautiful Lies, and it's El Guapo. So you'll know what I'm talking about, and he he pretty much what he does is he plays a lot of montages of traveling, overseas, uh, for men trying to find a wife, and the reason I think why there's more and more, not that it's really anything new, because you know there's been men doing it for 50, 60, 70, 80 years, but it's more, I guess, one, because of social media. It's just more popularized now. But I think the main reason why it happens is, dang, um, it's dry, it's winter. So I need more moisturizer. Anyway, uh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the main reason why men are traveling more and more overseas is because there aren't wives in, from Western countries, or I should say more United States, maybe UK. Is because you know uh, there aren't ladies these days that were raised to be wives from the U.S. They just weren't raised to do it, and they were raised to be boss babes, strong and independent, this and that typically does not make a wife. That does not a wife make. So that's why. And not to mention, more and more promiscuity. Now, are there wives here in the U.S.? Yes, but it's a minority. They are few and far between, and that's that. Okay. All right. What else can we do? Haven't even broke the 10-minute mark yet. And by the way, I'm James, but also known as Silent Thriller. This is the Spontaneous Spotlight. And it is a channel is created to, or this part of my channel is created to help men 18 to 28 to better, or give more, I guess, advice, and just stories of what I've done, or stories of what I should have done that I didn't do, and now I'm doing it, and to kind of have a cheat code, in your late teens to late 20s, to improve yourself more and more, or a lot quicker than I have. And also, it's a improv channel, or improv show, and my goal is to speak for an hour, mostly just off the top of my head, and in real time show you how you can do it as well. And really what it is just taking your thoughts throughout today or throughout the day or night, whenever you have them, and you can write them down, or you can just have a mental note. Oh, I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about that. And my first, um, my first, what I can remember, I in school, in high school, I took a drama class, and in drama there's improvisation. And actually, I don't remember doing a lot of improvisation. Did I remember this one time we did it in front of an audience in the library of the school, and I don't remember what the topic was, but one of my classmates, we just did it. Just we didn't rehearse or anything. We just did it right off the top of our heads. And I don't know. I think I was better at it then than now. Even though, at least that one time I did it in class. So, and this is more of a practice of how you can do it every day. If if you do want to learn improvisation, and this is how I'm doing it. Yeah, and yeah, you can take a class. You could take a drama class on improvisation, but what if you're just not in that space to do so? Then this is how you do it. You know, camera, hit record, and just start talking. That's it. It's 100% how you do it. You know, camera, you can get whatever camera you you want, or boom, you can just use a phone, just as I'm doing right now. Sometimes I will be in front of the camera of my computer, but over the course of maybe the next week or so, it's straight cell phone, mobile. All right, so I did pick up a pair of clippers, so I will think maybe the next time you see me, I'll have a haircut. I'll gonna be cutting it myself because the prices are you know barber prices these days are they're pretty much you gotta be balling. I ain't balling yet, so not even you have to be balling. Just when you decide to go strike out on your own, then you don't have a constant constant check rolling in. So it's how it is. It's I mean, is it I don't know, is it scary? I guess it's scary. But you just gotta jump in. You only get one life. And you gotta if you wanna achieve great heights, then you just gotta put one step in front of the other, start climbing. Nothing risked, nothing gained, or I don't know whatever the saying is. All right. Yeah, we about 15 minutes in. Let's see. Did I write anything down? Oh no, I already talked about everything I wrote down. All right, we got about 45 minutes left. Yeah, I think this is the most challenging one I've done yet. But what what I decided to do is, my goal was to do 1,000 videos in 3 years. I'm gonna start not only 1,000 videos in 3 years, 1,000 1-hour videos in 3 years. So that's gonna change. Instead of 3 years, I'm gonna do it in about a year and a half. So that means I'm gonna be doubling up, two a day, or maybe not two every day, but two on most days. And yeah, that's a challenge. So yeah, the last video I, I talked about what I watched when I was younger. Not everything I watched, but about that, like the animation, Looney Tunes, Thundercats, Silverhawks, Tiger Sharks. There was so yeah. Also, there was TGIF on ABC, and TGIF had Full House, Family Matters, Step by Step. There's another show. I think it was Perfect Strangers. Yeah, that's it. That rounded out to, yeah, because it would start at 7. Yeah, so that was the 2 hours, and that was in mostly in the 90s. And then on Sundays it would be Fox Sunday night anyway. I I watched some of The Simpsons. I never really like it. Never really stuck with me, but I mean, The Simpsons is still on over 30 years later. It's just really impressive. And a lot of shows have, come and gone since then. And then I remember this would be on like weeknights. They had, I remember Moonlighting, Bruce Willis. That was on for a little while. I don't remember how many seasons it was on. Street Hawk was cool. I mean, I would still watch that today if I could find it. I did. I remember about now that I think that was on in the 80s, and I remember maybe about 10 or 15 years ago I found it and I was streaming it. This was before all these streaming apps. I just found it online, but it was about I think I was I'll call him like a vigilante. He was on it was a man on a street bike, and he would like fight crime, but he wasn't, a police or anything like that. He was a vigilante. So there was that. There was Airwolf. I think are also vigilantes. I think I don't remember how Airwolf went. Of course, there's A Team, but yeah, Airwolf. I don't think the actual hero was the pilot, but I think one of his, you know, one of his friends was the pilot of a helicopter, and it was like a state of the art helicopter. But maybe I got it wrong. Maybe he was the pilot as well. I don't remember. I'll have to get it. Try to find it on streaming. But what else was there? Of course, there's Knight Rider, Michael Knight. I don't think I watched all of those seasons, but you know, if I ever have time, I might go back and watch them. But let's see. I did want to say something else about about I guess like a woman with I think it was women and a I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but it's child deletion. I don't know. I'm just gonna say abortion. Abortion. Uh, so I mean, it's said their body, their choice, but the baby didn't get there on its own. But they never mention anything about that, like where the baby, like it's immaculate conception, right? It's not. mm, yeah, I mean prove immaculate conception, and then we'll talk. So there's that, and really, if you carry the baby full term and you still don't want it, there's adoption. And then, for those who don't live in a place where, a doctor can provide that service, I mean, what are you going to do? Are you going to fly or whatever? You're going to travel the distance? And I'm not talking about state to state, but there's like not even another country nearby that a doctor will provide that service. How are you going to do it? I mean, you live in a first world country, and you want to do that, then you're extremely fortunate. Yeah, that's what I wanted to get off my chest about that. Let's see. Now I'm really drawing a blank. I mentioned Mentioned I did get a pair of clippers. Mentioned Passport Bros. Mentioned TV shows. And we still got over half an hour left. Man, we're gonna make it though. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. Let's see. Oh yeah, I mentioned visiting my great aunt. But yeah, um, dang, it's tough when you got you got you got low subscribers. But in order to get more subscribers, you got to put out more. Man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if we're watching this in 2024 in January, then you've probably heard, you know, Cat Cat Williams stirring up the world of entertainment. I haven't watched. I've seen clips, and I don't know if I mentioned this in the last stream, but I haven't watched the entire interview with Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp. I haven't watched the entire interview, but I've seen clips of different segments. I probably watched most of the interview just by watching the clips already. But dang, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to watch it today. So I gotta cook a whole lot. I mean, not really a whole lot, but it's just gonna take. What I do have to cook is gonna take some time. Cornbread, red beans and rice, and spaghetti. My favorite thing to cook is, and I probably mentioned it before, my favorite thing to cook is salmon, wild salmon. Doesn't take long, takes maybe 20 minutes. And I just season it. Sometimes I'll put it in the oven, or no, I always put it. 99% of the time I put it in the oven, but sometimes I'll sear it first and then put it in the oven for about 15 minutes. But yeah, let's see. And then normally I'll cook broccoli with it, but I haven't been lately. But yeah, cooking. I don't like to cook like every day. I don't cook a lot. I cook almost every day, but I don't cook a lot. I just cook for me. But now I'm cooking for cooking for about cooking for at least 4 to 5 people. So there's more involved there. All right, got about half an hour left. Let's see. Dang, got 30 minutes. Mm. Oh, uh, so another content creator that I watch, he's been watching One Piece, and One Piece anime, and I started watching it last night. I think I got through one episode, about halfway through another episode. It's interesting. I'll continue to watch it when I can. And so I'll give my brief synopsis of it. So it's about trying to find a treasure, the One Piece, and the show starts out where there's a cruise ship, and then there's pirates, and the pirates attack the cruise ship. And the pirate ship is pirate ship's captain is this big fat lady, and then she kidnapped someone. She kidnapped like this child, and she bullies the child. And the pirates end up on the cruise ship, and oh, even before that, the cruise ship gets a barrel out of the water. I don't remember if it fell over the water or not, but they get the barrel out of the water. The barrel has what's it, Monkey Luff or Monkey Lee, but I don't remember his name. But he's one of the main characters of the show, like the protagonist, and his the chemical structure of his body is rubber, so it makes him nearly indestructible from what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's an interesting show. I'll watch it, when I can. But and this, if I'm not mistaken, it started. I think it started in '99, and they're still making new episodes. Still, I don't know if they took a break from it or not, but they're still making new episodes of it. I'll check that, but so it's really popular show, and like with any show, I've heard it's got its problems, but it doesn't take away from the show completely. All right, so I've been thinking about, in addition to my strength training, is going to or starting to run again. I used to run all the time, and if I do run, it'll have to be early in the morning. like almost before the sun comes up, like 5:30 or 6 at the latest. Because it's like, I guess before, excuse me, maybe not every day, but if I do start running, I would do strength training first. So which means I'd have to be up even earlier, and then after strength training, go run. So probably won't start next week because I'll be visiting family. Or if I start next week, it'll be late next week, maybe Thursday. And I've been intending to do it even before now. So I think I'll have to, I don't know, I'll dwell on it a little longer. I may not start. And also, it might depend on the temperature. Actually, the temperature is nice. I really should start before it gets hot. But yeah, there's that. And as much shopping as I did already, I think I still got to go out and get some more things. Probably something green to cook. So that'll take even more time. Got to get bowls and stuff like that. So I started early, hopefully, hoping I wouldn't be out late. And I mean, it's right now. It's only about 2 in the afternoon, but I was hoping to be cooking by now, since it's gonna take a while to get everything ready. Yeah, I like doing these car videos because it's not much to set up. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna give myself a haircut tonight. Let's see. So it's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday. Probably do one video tomorrow as well. Sheesh. Think so. As far as traveling goes, I mean the possibilities are not endless, but almost. How many countries are there? Like 120, 130. I don't want to visit all of them, but I think no, I think it would be cool to go to Antarctica But you'd have to go even I think even if you go during the warmest part of the year, it's still gonna be probably below zero. I don't know, I have to look that up. But yeah. Yeah, if I could afford an expedition like that, I'd like to do it once. Live in a I don't know, little setup building. I don't know if they already have buildings there. I'm really sure they do, but they're probably for government agencies. I don't know. I don't think, and I have to look into it just to see what would be the the living arrangements in Antarctica. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Like the video. That'd be great. Just put put me in the algorithm. That's really only thing I can ask is boom, thumbs up or down. It's one of them. Give me one of them. All right. Some of my other videos, where I did entertainment news. I don't even think though. Yeah, no, no. Most of those were just like 10, 15 minutes. I think I did where I would where I would read an article or go over an article. Those might end up around an hour. But yeah, I know Bill Burr, his podcast end up being around an hour. Have or what is it called, the Monday morning podcast? I haven't listened to his podcast in a while, and most of his are solo. And actually, yeah, if you want a master class or master classes on doing a solo podcast, I'll listen to Bill Burr's podcast. His is audio only, and I could break this into an audio only podcast. Just extract it and put it audio only, and that's probably what I'll do. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do, uh, because you can get get more get more listeners that way. Some might only listen to podcasts only more than, or not only, but more than they watch. That's a good thing about a audio only podcast is you can do other stuff while listening to the podcast. All right, we got about 15 minutes left. The day today is, it's, I'd say it's mostly cloudy. It's cool, but overall a good day. There's no rain in the. Well, I don't know if there's rain in the forecast because I haven't looked at it, but I know it rained. Maybe not yesterday, but the day before. Now it's just dry, mostly cloudy, or partly sunny, however you want to look at it. So yeah, January 2024. Summer will be here before you know it. And usually, you have the blockbuster films in the summer, starting in May. Not really, no. I am looking forward to Dune, the second part of Dune. I think that's the only movie that I know of that I'm looking forward to now. In past years, the film industry has had more better blockbusters. I'd say within the past 4 or 5 years, but now not really seeing a whole lot. Maybe I'm not really like looking, not really looking into it as much. Maybe that's what it is, but I think I think film maybe over the next this year and next year we'll see a decline, and then maybe in a couple of 3 years, you'll start to see it go back up. Think is Deadpool this year or next year? I don't know. I have to see. I know it's supposed to be. I think it does release this year. So I guess that'll be interesting. I think actually the most interesting part about that is Ryan Reynolds taking every or making jokes out of the film industry itself, or at least within Disney Marvel, because Deadpool breaks the third wall or fourth wall, third wall, breaks the fourth wall. But yeah, yeah, I'd like to hear, you know, tell me down in the comments what films y'all are looking forward to. It doesn't have to be blockbuster. It could be, an indie film, foreign film. Oh, and that's what I really want to see is a good foreign film or good foreign films. I haven't. I have to. I haven't really seen any in a while. Are there? And I mean like good foreign films of recent, like within the past year or so. And I mean, there's a lot of foreign films that I haven't seen, so it could be some, from years ago. I remember what I haven't, like I said, I haven't watched any in a long time. I remember a foreign film that I liked, this French film, Amelie. I thought that was an interesting film. There was this film, I want to say it was either German or Swedish, and I don't remember what it was about. But I remember when I was watching it, like it was really good. But it was like an indie film, or no, it was a foreign film, and it wasn't like action or anything. Those are the films I watched the most of is action films, but this wasn't an action film. It was just straight drama. But it was it was either in German or Swedish. I want to say, and I wish I could. And how I found it, I think I want to say I think I was actually watching TV, and I flipped the channels and I found it. But I don't think I was streaming at the time. I don't think I was streaming it. But so yeah, we got about 8 minutes left. Let's see. I think in the last stream I mentioned living in the desert and how I wouldn't. I don't think I would want to live in a desert where the temperature is is extreme, like extremely high. But like I said, I'd like to visit. I've been not. No, I was about to say not last year, but the year before. But I've been to Arizona the past 2 years in the summer. Last year it was just for like a few hours, but the year before that, 2022, I was in Arizona the whole summer, or pretty much the whole summer, from June to late July or August. But yeah, it was an experience. It was hot, and I was working outside uh, for the most part. But yeah, I wouldn't want to live there. But yeah, I would like to visit Mongolia because I think it's called the steppe, like the the terrain or the climate is a steppe climate. And if I'm not mistaken, it's dry, but it's not as hot as the desert. It's dry like a desert, but I don't think it's as hot as the desert. Yeah, I was supposed to look that up. Now that I remember. Would I want to live in a snow, in a tundra like climate? Absolutely not. Said I'll visit for a day or two or three, but yeah, I'll be wanting to get out of there. I like moderate temperatures. 75, 85 Fahrenheit, ideally. Actually, if it got lower, a little bit lower than that, that'd be fine. 65, 55, but not dipping down into the 30 Fahrenheit, like 30 Fahrenheit, freezing temperatures. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I do prefer cooler weather than cooler, as in 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius, wherever you're from. As far as units of temperature, cars. I'm not really a car person. Uh, as far as as far as you know, Corvette, Ferrari, Lotus, Camaro, whatever, Porsche. I think I would like a Porsche in the future, but that's just because, like, growing up, you would see Porsche, and I almost bought a Porsche. This was like 20 years ago, but it would have had. I think it was a. I don't remember what model it was. I don't think it was a Carrera. I think it was like a nine. Was it 944? I don't remember. But it had water pump issue. I would have had to replace the water pump, and who knows what other issues it would have had. Plus, I wasn't making Porsche money. I'm still not making Porsche money. So the maintenance on that, as much as I would have needed to be able to drive it, it wasn't gonna work. Um, right now, I just drive a pickup truck. Um, got a bed on the back because I do haul a lot of food back and forth to the great aunts. Uh, it's good to be able to cook for her when I can and visit. Um, especially her being the age she is. It's a good feeling. And it'd be, if I ever have children of my own, it'd be great to cook for them, cook home cooked meals, hot meals, and not eating out a lot. Sometimes eating out, but not like getting them a lot of fast food. like I think I ate way too much fast food when I was. I mean, I think, yeah, I think I didn't eat fast food that much, but it was probably more than I should have. Still, yeah, we have made it to an hour of the spontaneous spotlight. Thank you. If you made it this far, Like you're a trooper. Because yeah, that was a struggle. And then like imagine when I start doing this twice a day. Now it's gonna if I prepare like a montage of videos and it'll be super easy compared to this. So like doing this right now, and once I start putting together a montage of videos and walking through those, it'll be way easier. And I'll probably end up doing a montage of videos. I'll probably end up doing 2 and 3 hour podcasts at that point. Yeah, I won't torture you anymore on this video. We're gonna check out, like, share, subscribe before on your way out. Help me grow the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.